Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you have not subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. And God bless Biafra. Is a Fulani Caliphate led by the Sultan of Sokoto, shaken and brought to their knees as European Union delegates, recognizes Biafra as a nation after the United Nations approval and appoints an ambassador, a Biafran ambassador. The Fulani Caliphate has been shaken and brought to its kneel as some European nations have agreed to recognize Biafra as an independent country after they got an approval from the United Nations Secretary General. Ukraine has appointed our own Mrs. Yİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİ despite fake Buhari and Fulani Nigerian government's opposition to that. Even the United Kingdom's government could not help the Fulani Nigerian government, as European countries refused to listen to the Fulani Nigerian government's plea. They were begging, pleading, thinking that they could deceive the European nations the more. This is causing a lot of panic, in the camp of our enemies, the camp of the enemies of Biafra restoration, who sees the appointment of Yİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİ as an ambassador as a confirmation that the responsible governments in the European Union and the world in general have accepted the independence of Biafra from the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Ukraine's President Zelensky has appointed former Nigerian minister, a Biafran, Mrs. Yİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİ from Ukraine, and this was confirmed by the head office of the President of Ukraine, Andriy Yermak, that disclosed that Yİİİİİİİİİİİİİİİ and her colleagues are joining international experts and leaders to support the initiative. Since the initiatives launched in November 2022, more than 30 donor countries have signed up. And this is causing a lot of panic in the Fulani Caliphate. Fake Buhari was visibly shaken when the news filtered to him. Ezekwesili's appointment as ambassador took the Fulani Janjaweed by surprise, because they thought that instead of a Biafran, a Fulani Janjaweed should have been chosen, because they are afraid that they will soon lose their Biafran oil wells, which were fraudulently allocated to their emirs, to their sultan, and the Fulani Caliphate by successive Fulani military presidents and their slaves. The Fulani Caliphate dread losing their fraudulent oil wells. That is the reason for their genocide agenda in Biafra land. And they are conniving with the British government and the American government, because these governments are enjoying free access to Biafran's oil and gas and other mineral resources, at the same time polluting Biafran land without any consequence or clean-up obligations. They will not dare it in a working nation to pollute their land. Imagine the time when the British Petroleum, BP, had a massive pollution due to explosion from one of their rigs, offshore rigs, in the United States. The company, British Petroleum, almost went underground because of the compensation and cost of cleaning the polluted sea. They paid a lot of money. But in Biafran land, they have polluted our land and our waterways. Our fishermen can no longer fish. Our farmers in the riverine area of Biafra can no longer farm. Yet, no one is talking. And that is why they are supporting their governments. The British and the American government are supporting the Fulani Janjaweed. They are supporting them. Hopeless ﷺ cried out as International Criminal Court comes after him, and he finally revealed those responsible for the artificial insecurity going on in Biafra land. Hopeless ﷺ cried that the insecurity in Southeast region is artificial, and this made fake Buhari and the compromised Nigerian security agencies to panic because ﷺ would throw the Fulani Nigerian jihadist government under the bus. He threw them under the bus. They never knew he was going to expose them to the whole world by telling the whole world that the insecurity in Biafra land is artificial. Whereas the Fulani Janjaweed lied to the whole world that the insecurity in Biafra land is real. Because they want to use that situation, take advantage of the insecurity in Biafra land to deceive the international community and see if the world powers will help them proscribe IPOB as terrorist organization and then approve the use of helicopter gunships they purchased from the U.S. government to bombard the whole of Biafra land for the easy access of Biafra land. Just as they did in Niger State, killing the northern Christians and lying that it was a mistake. They lied. They bombed the Christian northerners in Niger State. Intentionally, they did that because they were giving the Fulani terrorists a hard time. So they had to bomb them so that the Fulani terrorists will have easy access to the ancestral land. And that is what Fulani Janjaweed, Nigerian jihadist government, is doing in Biafra land. They are looking for ways to bombard the whole of Biafra so that the Fulani terrorists that have stationed in Benue State and borders between APPOINT and Benue, the borders between Enugu and Kogi, will then move in and take over Biafra ancestral land. That is their plan. But because time is running out of them, they are busy using their terrorists in Nigerian military uniforms to kill innocent Biafran villagers, burn their houses and their businesses, so that they will run away. And the government, led by fake Buhari, will not come and offer IDP camps for Biafrans. But all their plans are not working. It's not working. Because the Biafrans have refused to let their land go. They have refused. And that was what our leader, ﷺ Nnamdi Kanu, said. Not an inch of Biafran land will be ceded to the Fulani Janjaweed. We will not cede any land to them. We will not allow them to have an inroad. The greatest mistake Nigeria made was allowing a Fulani terrorist jihadis to deceive them and become their president. Buhari is the #1 Fulani terrorist jihadist. He deceived the gullible Nigerians in the southwest region and all the unity beggars in Nigeria. He deceived them and brought hardship and terrorism upon them. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video. And bye-bye for now.